And the last and most important brush is the brush of the youth. You young brothers and sisters here today, your responsibility is so heavy. And imams of the community, I was raised in the West. I went to high school in the West. I went to jail in the West. And then I became Muslim in the West. Then I completed my university studies in the West. I am a child of the West. I am an American Muslim. And I have no shame. It is not an anonym for me to say American and Muslim. And these young people now, you have to understand you are British and you are Muslim. Don't tell me you're going back home. You home. This is where you live. And your job is to worship Allah on this land. Because the poet says, Zindagi be bandigi shamindagi. So young people, what colors will you use for your brush? I was reading in the newspaper on the way here the great results of people in this country. And in the last 4 out of the 10, I found Muslim countries mentioned. Young people, are you in the house? Next year, when I come back, I want to see you in the top 5. Can you do it? Because one of the greatest acts of worship you can do now is to do well in school. So number 1, young people, to do well in your education. Number 2 is to develop this connection with Allah. Before you do anything, a concert, a song, an act of comedy, anything, take it back to the fuqaha and ask the scholars, is this right, is this wrong? And scholars, you have to understand that growing up in the West is hard. These young people don't live in Karachi, they don't live in Cairo, they don't live in Kuala Lumpur, they live in the hood. And believe me, it's difficult, and we understand as imams that you young people are going through difficulties. And our message to you is, keep struggling. We support you. You're gonna make mistakes. If you make mistakes, we'll be there for you. This is the message that we need to give to young people. We're not to indict you, but to invite you and to tell you that we're proud of you and we believe in you, because you represent the fusion of the Western Muslim identity. And indeed, the painting which lies before this community, this empty canvas, will be painted by the hands of the youth. You will paint this canvas. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless all of you. And as I leave tonight, I want to leave this brush in the hands of the young people. It's your job to paint this picture. Wassalamu alaikum rahmatullah.
Brother Imam Suhaib Webb.